So I actually brought in that podcast.
Which podcast?
Black Men Do Talk podcast.
Just curious.
And
Say one more time, what's it called?
the Black Men Do Talk podcast.
Why do you change your voice whenever you bring it up?
You know how like
I beg your pardon.
you know what I'm saying?
Are you serious, my brother?
It's like the moment where you get a call from that certain somebody.
Who?
Hey, Black
Oh,
Men
I
Do
feel you,
Talk.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Sure, I need to appear on Black Men Do Talk.
Who did you change for Redemption though after the last podcast?
I beg your pardon?
Wait, what?
Huh?
Oh man.
Nah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say we talked about it because the claim of some of my brothers on the podcast was that if you're not a Christian, you can't truly love, and I said pish posh, simply because I believe animals can love. You know, if the context is no greater love than somebody will lay their life down for a friend. If there's a golden retriever, there's sometimes animals go against their nature and will literally sacrifice their life for a human or some like even one of their pups. You know, and if a dog is willing to risk their own life to like save you from a cliff to where they're like, was that the moment where you finally realized they loved? Or was that the loving action? Like the moment somebody lays their life down for a friend, that's how you know it was real love? Or was that always in you in the beginning? Because we like at the end of the day, God himself is love. No. And if God himself is love, he was that before he sacrificed his son. Yeah. We understood it in its completion when we experienced the action. But he already had the greatest form of love before the action was already done. And so
It was done before the foundation of the earth.
you feel me? It was before it even happened. And so when I hear that, I'm like in some ways, depending on what type of love we're talking about, I do believe that love is a choice. And in other ways, I do believe that love is just the essence of us being made in his image. Because he himself is love. We're a reflection of him. And I feel like you don't have to be a believer in order to love people, in order to exuberate love or exemplify love. Exuberate, is that a word?
Yeah.
Exemplify.
Exemplify, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exuberate, that was the context. That wasn't the context.
What do you mean, though? It's the same thing as exemplify?
We gotta Google that.
It's similar. We got what you was trying to say.
No, we gotta Google that word.
We received what you were.
What do you think about that? Because I know you
About
don't
exuberating?
I know you don't like dogs. So
No, it's not I don't like dogs.
What? Dogs can't love?
Listen.
There's no dog
It's not
in
that I
heaven?
don't like dogs.
There's no dog in heaven?
I bet. Listen. It's not that I don't like dogs. I just don't like when animals shed.
Oh.
And people that walk around with like fur all over them, I'm like, bro, could you go change or use a limo
So you
or
get a
something?
bald dog.
You get a what
You
dog?
would get a bald dog.
Like a naked dog
Yeah. Dogs that don't shed.
with no fur on
They
them?
exist. Yeah.
The demon looking ones?
That's kind of
Demon?
They look like devils, right?
There's dogs.
Yeah, they look like devils, right, Christian?
There are dogs.
Why are you getting a cosign? Do they?
I'm saying that there's dogs that
like someone got
don't
me out.
have, like, there's dog breeds that don't shed that.
Like
They don't
hypoallergenic
have any
dogs.
at all.
Bald, they're not naked. They just don't shed that. Like, you
Like,
said, like a
what do you
naked,
think
I'm
of a
pretty-
naked mole rat?
No.
That's
No, like-
impossible.
like an ugly
No,
cow.
there are hairless dogs
No.
that are
Hairless
dogs?
and they're
Dogs?
disgusting.
Yes.
However,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about like
breeds that don't shed a lot.
poodles don't really shed.
Poodles,
Yeah.
they're small, right?
No, poodles can be like big. For real.
I don't know. Where I'm from, we didn't have poodles. Anyways, so I think to your
What
point.
is that? All right, I'm gonna let that
No,
slide.
like, where I'm from, we don't have poodles.
I'm gonna remember though. I know that was a little.
I'm from the Congo. Everybody throw up your C's. Anyways, with that being said, no, I think that's a valid point because I think then my question is like, what differentiates? That's a word, right?
Yeah, differentiates.
ACT.
SAT word.
Yeah, I took my SAT. I think I passed. But what then, makes that difference between a believer called to love or to exuberate this love of God that God has for us, and someone who doesn't believe and is a loving person, right? So